Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you for joining us again. Me, why am I saying us? It's just me, but thank you for joining me again on, this would be day 3, just day 3, and I'm pretty proud of myself for staying consistent on the timeline of posting for this 60 days of service business building. Remember the point of this, it's multifaceted. It's a big word. For as crazy as the week's been. It's multifaceted deal. This is for all you guys out there who are in the service industry. I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. I want to network, I want to meet as many people, and I want to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly of building service companies and really just business building in general. But it's also for me, and it has a part to do with me wanting to live in a little bit of a glass house and walk out what I talk about on Next Level Service Pro blogs, Facebook groups, and what I teach my team. Honestly, I teach my team a lot about teamwork, a lot about how to build business, how to take care of customers. And a part of this is kind of an experiment to put myself out there to talk about these things every single day for 60 days, share some of the real world experiences and the things that I'm doing in my businesses, as well as just to reach out to you guys and learn some more about you, network, learn, for my businesses, for myself. So today is Wednesday. I'm just now getting back from the holidays, at least my capacity to remember what day it even is. I've heard plenty of people joke about how anytime between Christmas through the New Year's, like what day is it, where am I, what's going on? Well, I've got an extended holiday, not that I'm not working every single day and staying plugged in with my team, but my wife's brothers are in town from LA and they don't get to come in that often. So I'm kind of stuck in a never-ending loop of holidays. So that's actually why I'm out here right now in beautiful Lubbock, Texas, walking in between a sports complex here because we are at our home away from home, our secondary house here in Lubbock. And my daughter is napping in the other room. So my little workspace, I wouldn't be able to give you guys intensity and focus and all the information that I think I'll be able to share with you guys out in the wide open spaces. Plus I need get a little bit of sun today. So, I think I mentioned this in my first little video here. I am kind of removed from my office. It's been an odd week to get going after the first of the year, but I'm staying productive and I'm staying focused. I talked yesterday about finding things that you can conquer and you can do that are just as, if not more productive than you normally would in your office. Find things to do like meet up with customers, contact prospects, check in with key team members that you might not normally get to because you're tied to spreadsheets, you're tied to whatever is your desk. Gotta change hands. So today what I was kind of thinking about, I've got 2 primary administrative meetings that I have every single week. One with our operations department and one with our finance kind of administrative department. And yesterday in a meeting, we were talking about our process as to how we grab payables out of the schedule, where to find them, how to pull them from the schedule, put a projected end date so that we can build out the all-important cash flow projector. You see, I don't know how you build a business without a cash flow projector, and any time that any of my businesses have had cash flow issues, I bet that sun's pretty bright, cash flow issues of any point, because I as an owner got busy and started focusing more on sales or more on quality control or customer support. You guys know how that works. Any service owners out there, business owners in general, the struggle and the juggle that I'm talking about. It's an all-important cash flow projector. To me, goes back to the essence of doing business, because I'm gonna take a seat for a minute. If you're not managing your cash flow, your receivables and your payables every single week and projecting out 6 weeks, 6 months down the road, well, you have no way of managing your business, and you'll inevitably get in a cash crunch that will pull you away from doing the things that you're really good at. That may be in landscaping, that may be in roofing, but either way, you'll get pulled away from the vision and mission of your company because you'll become focused on cash and keeping up with it. So now that I've got on my tangent on a cash flow projector, we were in a meeting yesterday. It was actually a Skype meeting, face-to-face with the team, and we got to talking about projected end dates on projects and how and where our office administrator was to pull those dates and how we could be very accurate to make certain that we were prepped and ready to bill, and so that we could take care of our daily operation. And one thing I recognized in the middle of the meeting, hand switch, when we got to talking about projected end dates on projects, was our office administrator was pulling and doing her best guesswork at what the projected end dates of projects were, and putting them into our cash flow projector. And I recognized right in the middle of the meeting a couple things. Number one, we did a poor job of communicating how this process worked with our new office administrator. Number two, her job was being made significantly more difficult than it had to be because she was guessing. And we hold her accountable to that cash flow projector, yet she was pulling information, I guess the best information that she had in front of her, but it wasn't coming from our office administrator and her detailed schedule. And it made me think of something I want to share with you guys today, and that's just information in general. You know, most specifically, where it's stored, how it's communicated, and how easy is it for your team to get to. If you're watching this, or you're involved with me or my team or any of my programs, you'll know that one of the main things that I strive for is building systems and moving away from an owner-operator structure that keeps you chained and imprisoned to a job. Now, the change and the move from an owner-operator structure to an enterprise requires that you are very meticulous and methodical with storing information, number one, making sure that everybody in your team can get to it, but number two, communicating that. Right, so there's a couple things here that it made me realize yesterday. Number one, have I done a fantastic job of storing the information, the training information, the processes in the right places to where my entire team can get to it? And the answer is no. I realized that I could do a lot better at putting the information out there and making sure it's easily accessible. It's not hidden in some file somewhere or some piece of paper where our office administrator can never get to it. The second part is the communication of that. And it makes me think of something that's actually written in all of our crew leader manuals. Is there's 4 components to communication that absolutely positively have to be stated for your communication to be effective. And those are what, how, who, and here comes the bikers, and why. Say hello to the bikers. So those 4 things have to be stated in order for any communication to be effective. They probably think I am the weirdest person in the world, but that's okay because I'm communicating something serious here. So that is what, how, who, and why. The what answers, what are we doing? What is the process? What is the system, right? The how is, how do we do it? What are the steps to achieve this system that we've laid out? Who is it going to affect? Who directly within the organization or the team is it going to affect? And most importantly, and what so many business owners skip, is why. What's the purpose to it? Because we as human beings, we look for purpose every single day. We look for affirmation in our jobs, in our family, in our relationship, right? We want to know why are we doing something, because we want to know that the effort that we're putting out is important and that it matters, right? So a few of the things that I missed in communicating this was not the what, not the what, not the who, and not the why, but I missed the how. And the thing is, every effective communication, or for a communication to be effective, it has to have all 4. See, it can't have just 3 and leave 1 out because it was inconvenient to talk about it. And what I missed out on was the how, and didn't realize that a key component in that process of building the perfect cash flow projector to make sure that we stay focused on building great roofs and maintaining great landscapes, I missed the how. The one thing as to where that office admin was to grab the information to make the information, or to make the process accurate. So, like I said, this will evolve day in and day out. I hope that what I share with you guys begins to be a little bit more valuable, maybe a little bit more entertaining. Maybe I plan them a little bit more, maybe I won't. But as we work through this, I'm gonna drop some little light bulb moments. And today, this is for myself as much as it is for you, to remember that anything that you're pushing out throughout your business or anything in life, is you make sure you get the information out in the right place where everybody can see it, you store it And then when you communicate it, you answer all 4 of those things. What are we doing? How are we going to do it? Who's going to be affected by it? And why are we doing it? What's the greater purpose? So you guys have a great Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'll be on point, in my element, and in my office. Get to see you from there. You guys have a great day.